From living in the shadow of a supermodel sister to the fallout of losing a role to Julia Roberts, these celebs had all kinds of reasons for getting nose jobs. The Kardashian-Jenner clan are no strangers to admitting or denying that they had plastic surgery. As for Khloe Kardashian, it wasn't until the Keeping Up with the Kardashians reunion in June 2021 that she finally opened up about the cosmetic procedures she had done. During the reunion, Khloe revealed to Andy Cohen that she had a nose job, adding, "Everybody gets so upset. Like, why don't I talk about it? Nobody's ever asked me. You're the first person in an interview that's ever asked me about my nose." In an interview with Robin Roberts for the Kardashians, an ABC News special, the Good American founder shared that she wished she had gotten a nose job sooner.
But it's in the middle of your face, and it's scary to think about. But I finally got the courage, and I did it, and I love it.
Actor Kaley Cuoco has always talked about how hard she's worked to maintain her fit physique. However, in 2016, she admitted to Women's Health that she's gotten some help with plastic surgery, sharing she's had work done on her nose, breasts, and got filler to remove a line in her neck that she did not like. Cuoco has consistently been open about her cosmetic procedures and isn't afraid to admit that she got them done to feel better about her appearance, adding, "As much as you want to love your inner self, I'm sorry, you also want to look good. I don't think you should do it for a man or anyone else, but if it makes you feel confident, that's amazing." In 2007, actor Ashley Tisdale admitted to getting rhinoplasty because of a deviated septum, which is a nose injury in which the nasal septum is off-center and can cause discomfort while breathing. Still, though she got the cosmetic procedure to better her health, she ended up facing criticism for changing her appearance. Writing on her website, Friendship, Tisdale shared, "I made a decision that was no one's business and is still no one's business, and for that decision, I was constantly made to feel bad about it." Tisdale ended her post by stating that she no longer felt shameful and was ready to move on. The year prior, Tisdale had also opened up about getting her breast implants removed after experiencing health issues. During an interview with Jimmy Kimmel in 2014, Hole lead singer and actor Courtney Love talked about auditioning for a role in the film Satisfaction. Julia Roberts landed the role in the end, and the rock star revealed that she had her suspicions as to why she was passed over.
Let's just be real, I had a really big nose, and that schnoz was not taking me anywhere.
And so you had a nose job.
Yeah, I got my nose fixed.
Unashamedly, Love went on to say that her life changed for the better after she got the procedure at 20 years old. Love also admitted to the Canadian magazine Fashion in 2014 that, on the advice of actor Goldie Hawn, she also got a facelift at the age of 35. Former Real Housewives of New Jersey star Dina Manzo came clean about the work she had done to her face after a photo her castmate Teresa Giudice shared on Instagram made waves in 2019. Sharing the same photo, Manzo shared a lengthy caption explaining that she'd had rhinoplasty 2 years prior, writing, "Some of you are commenting that I look different. You're absolutely right. When the thing on the center of your face changes, you're gonna look different." In her post, Manzo stated that she had difficulty getting used to her new nose because it completely changed how she looked. However, Manzo wanted to let the haters know that despite getting a nose job, she's always had a youthful appearance and joked that her good genes were how she got her attractive younger husband. The reality star has since shared on Instagram that she underwent breast implant removal surgery for her health and well-being. Rapper Iggy Azalea was proud to admit that she got breast implants, telling E! News in 2015, "I love them so much I had to talk about them. I'd feel better not to have some secret. It's much freer to say it, and then you don't have to worry someone will dig it up." As open as she was about how she enhanced one part of her body, the fancy rapper was also pretty relaxed when discussing her nose job. She admitted to getting rhinoplasty when talking with 17, explaining, "I don't think you should be ashamed if you made a change to yourself, which is why I've spoken about the changes I've made, like with my breasts." There has long been overwhelming speculation over model Bella Hadid's looks. However, she finally set the record straight, and for the first time, Bella spoke publicly about the only surgical procedure she's ever gotten, a nose job. In an interview with Vogue in 2022, the model shared that she was only 14 when she changed her nose, and she regrets getting the surgery, sharing, "I wish I had kept the nose of my ancestors. I think I would have grown into it." The model further elaborated that she had no other work done despite the ongoing rumors insisting that her changing appearance is simply from getting older. Bella also opened up about growing up with insecurities about her looks. She would compare herself to her sister, model Gigi Hadid, who shot to fame in the modeling industry at a young age, saying, "I was the uglier sister. I was the brunette. I wasn't as cool as Gigi, not as outgoing. That's really what people said about me, and unfortunately, when you get told things so many times, you do just believe it." If one celebrity knows how to keep it real and look fabulous while doing it, it's Tyra Banks.
I have one thing to say to you. Kiss my fat ass.
The model, who advocates for body positivity, got even more personal when she admitted to getting a nose job. As reported by People in her 2018 memoir, Perfect is Boring, Banks revealed that she had rhinoplasty surgery early in her modeling career, writing, "I had bones in my nose that were growing and itching. I could breathe just fine, but I added cosmetic surgery. I admit it, fake hair, and I did my nose." Ultimately, Banks believes that women should stop judging one another whether they decide to change their looks or not. It may be hard to believe, but fitness guru Jillian Michaels was bullied about her weight as a kid, telling Racked in 2011, "By the time I was about 13 years old, I was maybe 5 feet tall and I got up to 175 pounds, which was a lot for 5 feet. I was picked on all the time. It was hell. I would eat lunch in my teacher's room every day in 8th grade because it was torture on the schoolyard." Michaels' experience with bullying was so severe, it also led the star to seek out a plastic surgeon to change her looks. For People's Bodies issue, she explained, "I had my nose done when I was 16 years old, and I'll be honest, it did change my life." In addition, the fitness expert shared that even though she understands the consequences of plastic surgery, like getting an addiction to it, she is all for people doing whatever they want if it makes them feel more secure. Actor Jennifer Grey's most notable role was as Baby Houseman in the hit 1987 film Dirty Dancing. Unfortunately, it still remains the movie she is most known for after 2 nose jobs almost ruined her career and left her unrecognizable to family and friends. During an interview with People about her memoir, Out of the Corner, Grey spoke about the demise of her career because of her procedures. In her book, she claimed that her mother, actor Joe Wilder, was the one who proposed she get a nose job so that she would get more work in Hollywood. After Dirty Dancing, Grey underwent her first rhinoplasty. Her second procedure was to fix a flaw caused by the first surgery, but it left her nose looking way different than she had hoped. She looked unrecognizable to Hollywood friends, and she could not find work, writing, "I spent so much energy trying to figure out what I did wrong, why I was banished from the kingdom. That's a lie. I banished myself." Grey has continued to work in Hollywood with several TV movies and appearances on hit shows like Friends and Grey's Anatomy to her name. However, despite being able to get consistently cast in roles, it was probably not the dream career she had hoped for before her nose jobs. People have been obsessed with Jennifer Aniston's appearance for years. In a 2019 interview for the Los Angeles Times, the actor thanked her good genes, moisturizer, and getting facials for maintaining her youthful appearance. However, in 2007, Aniston admitted to People that she underwent rhinoplasty surgery to fix a deviated septum.
What is with your nose?
They had to reduce it because of my deviated septum.
The actor went on to tell People that she was able to sleep much better after the procedure and was adamant that that was the only work she'd gotten done, saying, "I really am pretty happy with what God gave me." Aniston's rep told Indo-Asian News Service in 2015 that she had undergone a second nose job to fix the first. Glee actor Dianna Agron had 2 nose jobs, but they weren't because she didn't like how her nose looked. In fact, the star's clumsiness resulted in her having to get plastic surgery. During an interview on The Late Show with David Letterman, Agron revealed she had broken her nose twice. Her first time was during a party as a teenager, and the second was while on tour with the cast of Glee, sharing, "I must be turning too quickly. People don't see me coming or something, but it's fixed now." When most people think about Mickey Rourke, it's usually about his turbulent career in Hollywood and his changing appearance. Once a leading man in many films throughout the 80s, Rourke decided to take up professional boxing in the early 90s when his career fell short. However, his time in the boxing ring was the alleged culprit to his new look, and he ended up having to undergo several cosmetic procedures for his facial injuries. As Rourke told the Daily Mail, "I had my nose broken twice. I had 5 operations on my nose and 1 on a smashed cheekbone. I had to have cartilage taken from my ear to rebuild my nose and a couple of operations to scrape out the cartilage because the scar tissue wasn't healing properly." In October 2017, Rourke shared in an Instagram post that he had another nose job, noting that he was, quote, "pretty again." The Real Housewives of New Jersey fans can surely remember when Jacqueline Larita accused her co-star Melissa Gorga of undergoing 4 nose jobs in season 7. Gorga, who kept the procedure a secret for many years, later admitted to getting surgical work done on the show.
Let's be honest, it's the worst kept secret that I've had a nose job. Let's be real, but it's my secret to tell, not hers.
She also noted to the Daily Dish that while she did have the cosmetic procedure, she did not have 4 nose jobs. In a 2019 interview with Glamour, Gorga admitted she also got breast implants, which she got before she starred in the reality series. In addition, she shared that she decided to get rhinoplasty surgery after noticing she had a lump on her nose while watching herself back on the show, saying, "My nose was definitely from suddenly going from being a housewife to being on TV and in magazines. I was like, I never noticed that. I think if I do that little tweak, it'll make me feel better."